Welcome back to my channel, everybody. It's Bashar Zori. Glad you're here. Let's talk about a speed paint. This speed paint was one of the speed paints that I really wanted to challenge myself to do. I felt like adopting a morality of myself that I didn't see coming forward to me, and I looked at it and I thought to myself, this challenge to draw something without worrying about it was really bugging me. So in the process of doing this, I really enjoyed the time. I didn't take too much in. I just kind of looked at all the stuff that usually artists take for granted from Photoshop, and I thought to myself, I could use so many things to work around different things and shortcuts, for example. Particularly when it comes to certain places of the speed paint where I feel like I could improve. I could be better at maybe emoting something in an icon. Like, I wish I never gave the wolf that bandana on its head, covering its eyes. That's what I was intending for it to look like. It didn't really pass as that. It kind of passed as like a black hole, I think, in my head. And I looked at it many times over and over, but I didn't really judge it. Again, like I said, I wasn't trying to worry about the art. I was just trying to focus on what I was putting in my art and looking at it and thinking to myself, okay, next step. Because regardless of what I did, I even tried not to use the undo button too many times with this one, actually. And it suited me well because why not pick up that eraser icon, click on it, and then people just tend to ignore it even when they're sketching. But with digital art, it's different. Eraser tool is fun with digital art because as long as you know that you're just going in reverse and that you're not just making the color white, you're going in reverse. So anything that you do in reverse, like even with the colors, if you do it in reverse, you just expose the white more than you expose the black. You're doing the opposite to get the good. So that works. Among other things too, like some of the lines here, I tried using different brushes and stuff. That helped. There was lots of stuff that helped. Looking at the speed paint, looking back at it, it was a journey more than it was a challenge. I was just kind of like waiting to be ready for it, I guess you could say. I wanted to make sure that everything was just right, set just in the right places. Everything was very considered. It took time, and I thought to myself, I have to message out anything. And that really changes my art. Like, that looks like to me, for a start, it looks like it could be something different. Like I said, a brand new style kind of thing. This is where I meld every single tool in Photoshop just to make sure that, what we're doing with Photoshop is like more than just a school project, right? Like, school was hard. School was very difficult. School was lots of work, lots of dedication, just showing up on time, making sure that you don't mess anything up, just just submitting project after project after project, and hours and hours of work. I mean, if you hated someone for their art, it wouldn't be too nice, right? You wouldn't want to talk about hating. We can leave that for the next speed paint. Back to the subject. New style. Hating on a new style, right? Yeah, that's the thing. I always used to be afraid of that with this challenge. I always used to think, I'm never gonna get it. I'm never gonna amount to this. It's not gonna go well. It's not gonna look nice. And all that stuff just kind of like that disappears with me when I'm drawing with any medium. To be honest with you, I don't really focus on that often. I use the lasso tool and like projected the underpainting onto the background, and it just was like a harsh like drop shadow, and it gave like this beautiful fluffy looking shadow behind the wolf, and it was very interesting to see that the change was nice. It looked like something was progressing. I looked at the painting a lot and I thought to myself, that's great, because I figured out a big shortcut. Because looking at your art while you're doing it is very different than just staring at it when it's done. When you're looking at it and you have actioning to do, it's like, yeah, because if you don't, no one's going to do it for you, so it's not going to go any further than that. So you have to constantly be focused. And sometimes for myself especially, I look at my art and I think to myself, good, I'm focused now, and then I do great work, really great work, and it looks to me like I can always hold on to that kind of thing, even though sometimes if I drop it the other 5% of the time, it's like, okay, and when I do that, it's like the art does go bad, but that's just like having a bad day. That's for anybody. maybe that's what this symbolizes to me. I think actually, it was fun. It was a speed paint, and I hope you guys liked it too. Feel free to like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care. Ciao.